Ну давай же. Давай, Кейн.
Wake up.
What do you want? Leave me alone. Go away.
Come on. I don't want to leave you here stranded on the beach. I can't carry you, so will you help me a little bit? Come on.
Where are you? You're not Eden. Oh, I know it's you. You're the other one.
That's right. Come on. Get up.
I'm getting out of here now, with the kid, one way or another.
Keith?
Relax. Nobody's gonna get hurt.
No, they won't if you get out of my way.
No, you're not leaving this room.
What is it with you? You want to die for this kid, Jimmy?
No, I'm not gonna have to die, because you're gonna get smart.
No, just get out of my way. Just shut up and get out of my way. I'm gonna blow you away, man. I'm not bluffing.
Huh? Go ahead, pull the trigger. Pull it for both of us. Give it up! Give it up! All right.
Don't be stupid, Keith. Nothing's changed.
I haven't done.
Oh, what, are you going to arrest me, huh? You made your big grandstand play for your girlfriend. She's impressed. Heck, I'm impressed. What are you going to do now, though, huh? Got to use your head, don't you? Because I meant what I said. You bring me down on this, I'm bringing both of you with me. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth the disgrace? Huh? Is it worth a couple of minutes of glory and feeling noble? Huh? That kid is going to have a good home. He's going to have a terrific life. He's going to have a much better life than you if you turn me in. Think about it, folks.
They kept shooting the gun after they were even out of ammo.
It's all right, baby. We'll get this guy. We'll put him away once and for all, all right?
Kelly, I think who was ever shooting at us was after me, not you.
What? Why do you say that? Who's he trying to kill you?
I don't know. I've just had a feeling for a long time that somebody was. And it's not paranoid. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like the answer's right there, and I just can't reach it. That's driving me nuts. Jeffrey, Kelly. Come here.
Found him. Shells of the bullets. 6 of them.
Yeah, he was using an automatic.
Huh? You mean sheep?
What?
See, these footprints are fresh. By the size and the shape of them, I'd say the sniper is a woman.
Maybe you should just shoot him.
Well, you know,
Say it was in self-defense.
that'd be one sure way to keep his mouth shut. Nah, it's just not.
That's too bad. What made you think anybody would believe your story about her?
They don't have to believe me. They can believe those canceled checks made out to Keith Timmons from Toddlers Incorporated, or they can believe those pay stubs with Gina Capwell's name on them, huh? Guess we have a standoff here. Well, I guess the only way out is for all of us to turn our backs and forget about this whole thing ever happened, right? I could be out of town in an hour. You will not see nor hear my name again.
Oh, we won't see or hear from the baby either.
Well, look, I'm running a business. You know, I had a few setbacks. I have to at least cover my expenses.
No deal, my friend. Your next stop is the police station for booking. And then we'll hand the kid back over to his mother.
Oh, wait a second. I don't get this, Timmons. I don't buy this. What is this reformed sinner routine, man? There's something else going on.
I tell you, no, I will make you one accommodation here. I'll arrest you, but I'll make sure that you just get a suspended sentence.
Publicity. It's the publicity, isn't it? It's the publicity. You're trying to boost your sagging career, right? Hero DA breaks baby stealing ring. You can shove your accommodation. I'm playing with all the cards here. I'm going to walk out whenever I want. I don't need to settle with you. Or we can all rot together.
No, I don't know.
I think you'll rot, but alone. Because, you see, I was hired as what I thought was a legitimate consultant to a reputable business here, you know? I mean, I got some bad vibrations. Yeah, that's the ticket. I got bad vibrations and decided to pull out and then continue an investigation on you. Then, I mean, basically all I'm doing is making a few small adjustments in chronology to arrive at something that's pretty close to the truth. Then when I was getting close to you, you did me the favor of pulling your glass out. Yeah, that's...
There is no court in the country that's going to buy that bunch of bull.
Oh, I'll take my chances. You know, I have friends in high and low places.
Where exactly do I fit in, Keith?
Well, you are the investigative team, I guess.
What if I don't buy that version? Am I just out of luck? I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. My fate shouldn't be tied to yours. I've got a lot at risk here, Keith. I could lose Brandon forever.
What is it? Every time the crunch is on, it's you and Brandon, and the rest of the world gets lost. Whatever happened to moral imperatives and spineless twists?
All right, I meant what I said, but I did you a favor. I shouldn't be punished for it.
Why don't you listen to the lady?
Would you shut up? What do you want me to do? You want me to let him leave the room with his kid?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, then, what the hell are you saying? You can't have it both ways. I mean, either you're going to stick your neck out, and if you do, then you're going to have a chance of getting it wrong.
I'm just scared, that's all.
Well, have courage, my darling. What we're talking about here is a cockroach who steals babies. You know, babies who have mothers who love them just as much as you love Brandon. This guy uses babies as a commodity to get wealth.
Whatever you have to do.
Good girl.
Come on, you crazy, Tim.
I tell you what, you know, my offer for a suspended sentence is still open, but I'd act fast before the police arrive.
Come on. Feeling's coming back. We're gonna make it. And then we're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be okay now. Cruz? Can you hear me? It's Eden. Everything's gonna be alright, okay? Cruz? I'm gonna get you to a hospital or something. Oh my God, what happened? I found him, he was in here, and the car was going, and he was knocked out, and I got him out here, but I can't get him to wake up.
Let's call an ambulance now.
No, I gotta find my baby. I can't
Too
go right
dangerous.
now.
Come on, now.
We'll be
Now, call the police.
He's gonna be alright. He's gonna wake up now. You can't go on me now. I gotta tell you that you were right. That we were wasting precious time. I don't want it to be too late.
Don't you hurt the boy. That's why.
Okay. Everything's alright. Just don't try to move, okay? Cruz? Cruz?
Paul, it's ringing.
Damn you, Timmons.
Hey, it's my final offer. It's up to you now.
All right. All right, you win. What makes you so sure you could get me off light?
Hey, do I tell you how to steal babies? Don't you tell me how to do my... Hello, All the lines are temporarily busy? Can you believe this?
I'm telling you, Timmons, I swear to you, if you don't deliver, I am going to be the star witness at your trial.
Oh, stop it, Paul. We're sick and tired of hearing your threats. If he says he can get you a suspended sentence, he will.
Thanks, Davy, but, you know, I can hardly blame him for having his doubts about a district attorney who can't get through to the police station. Oh, well, hello there. Are you temporarily free? Chief Timmons. The district attorney, Chief Timmons. Listen, when you have a spare moment, can you please send a squad car down to 116.5 East De La Vera Street? Up to Toddlers Incorporated. I have the clown here who's been stealing the babies. And then contact Victoria Campbell and tell her baby is safe and... wait a second. I have another one. I think that maybe scratch that. Tell my secretary to call it the media and tell them that I smashed the baby stealing ring. I'll contact Mrs. Capwell myself.
Where were you standing when the shooting started?
Right there.
She was trying to get me up. I had been drinking, and I guess I was giving her some trouble. And the shots came from that direction?
Yes, sir, right over there. Chester, what's going on here?
Oh, some maniac was taking pot shots at Kelly and Kane here.
No, how horrible. Did they catch him?
No, not yet.
You'll have to move along, miss. We're conducting official business here.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I know all these people personally, and I'm a detective. I work with Cruz.
Who's the one that called the precinct?
Hi, I'm Brick Walton. That's Capitol's brother.
And you reported finding some evidence?
Sure did. It's right over there.
Why doesn't he wake up, Pearl?
Well, sweetie, it's like the doc said. He had kind of a bad knock on the noodle, and we actually don't know how much gas he inhaled.
It's all so frightening. Especially when you hear about the stories, people going into comas and they never come out.
Oh, don't do a number on yourself. He's a strong guy. Just give him a little time. He's gonna sleep through it. I promise you that.
I love you, Cruz. I love you.
Excuse me, but isn't somebody supposed to be recuperating down the hall, too? We don't know how much gas you swallowed, and not to mention the fact you might have hurt yourself pretty badly dragging this big lug back out into the fresh air.
Pearl, I'm fine.
Okay, Dr. Capwell.
The nurses have been looking for you, young lady.
Well, I'm doing just fine. Besides, I want to stay here and talk to him because on some level I can't help but think that he might hear me.
All right, well, we're not quite at that point yet. If we get to it, I promise I'll have you in here around the clock talking your head off. Believe me, Miss Capwell. Right now, I need to examine my patient, and you need to get back to your room.
Well, I really don't want to leave him.
Sweetie, you don't want him to wake up just in time to see you pass out, do you? Now, you gotta get better.
Your friend's making sense, and I promise you can come back as soon as you've been checked out and had some rest.
I'm so sorry about what happened to you, Kelly. It must have been awful.
It was. It was awful for Kane, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant, for both of you.
Well, thank you.
Well, if there's anything I can do for you.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. The lead, about Mason, have you found anything else?
No, actually, no, but we haven't stopped working on that case, of course.
Well, please don't.
Well, I'm going to get going, and I really hope they get the guy that did this.
Yeah, so do I.
Kelly!
Darling daughter is right there.
Daddy,
Sweetheart.
I'm okay. Well, I'm just shaky a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look at this garbled report about a shooting, a sniper shooting you and Kane. What's going on?
It's true. I came to pick up Kane. He was in bad shape on the beach. I just decided to come take him home, and then all of a sudden this thing started...
He got crazy? Did he try to hurt you?
No, not Kane. Kane almost got killed trying to protect me.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't understand that.
We don't know. Someone was shooting at us, Daddy. We don't know who it was, but it wasn't Kane. He saved my life.
I apologize. I really do. I'm very grateful. I will repay you.
Keep your money, Mr. Capwell. I'm just glad that Kelly's all right. Mr. Kane, I want you to think very hard about this question before answering. Was there anyone that you might know who might have a reason to take a shot at you? Someone from your past or someone you've had a fight with? I'm sorry. I just had an injury recently, and I'm having memory problems, so I don't know. Well, maybe if you take a minute, give yourself some time to think about it, you'll come up with something. In the meantime, I'll ask the same question of Miss Catwell. Miss Catwell, is there anyone that you know who believes...
Kane, what's wrong? What's the matter? You look worried.
No, I'm sorry. I just remembered something. It's all shadowy and just fragments. I'm not even sure what it means, but I know it happened to me. I have this feeling that if I could figure it out, I'd know why all these bad things have been happening to us.
Couldn't believe it when they told me Cruz was down here, man. I mean, I came down here to tell them about Kelly and Kane.
Does anybody have any idea who was doing the gunslinging out there?
No, not yet, but I found a woman's footprints right near the shells.
Now, Cruz wouldn't mind hearing that. Look, Rick, just between you and me, I don't want you to let Eden know about this, but I'm really concerned about his progress right now. Understand?
All right, listen, you keep me posted. I'll be at Johnny's, okay?
Okay.
I came as soon as I heard. How is he?
He's out cold.
I want to see him.
Why?
Because he's my friend as well as being my business partner.
Yeah, well, you can't get in there. Nobody's allowed in there.
Well, then I'll wait.
I don't see the point in that, Eleanor. It's going to be a while before he begins to take any visitors.
Then why are you hanging around?
What applies to you does not necessarily apply to me.
I think I'll wait anyway.
How can I put this more bluntly? When Cruz wakes up, there's not going to be any more room on the agenda for you. You see, he's going to want to talk to Eden. Then undoubtedly, he's going to want to be filled in on the distressing details of the day, which include a bizarre shooting incident down by the beach. Capiche?
Fine. I won't press it right now, Pearl, but I'll be back. Whether I see Cruz or not is none of your damn business. Hi. You hear anything?
Not offhand, but the doctor should be coming out any minute. Don't you think it's a good idea if you maybe get a little bit of rest right now?
Oh, no, I couldn't sleep.
Try.
Not when Cruz is like this, Pearl.
Here he comes.
Well, he started to regain consciousness.
You can't stop thinking about it, can you?
No, I don't know what to do with it.
Can you tell me what it was about?
There's not much. Someone is coming at me down a corridor, flooded with light, and I have this sense of dread.
Can you see the person's face?
When everything is just a blur, like my memory.
Kane, you said that you feel like this is a connection somehow to the things that have been happening to us, to my family, to you.
I know it is, but I don't know how I know that. But the things that happened to us today, they're all part of it. They're all connected, I'm sure of it.
Listen, I talked to Eden yesterday. She mentioned to me that you once told her about a woman that threatened you and made you run away. And another time when you had a dream. Possibly the same woman. Do you think that the person in this dream could be that one?
The feeling's the same. I don't know. I don't know.
Kane, come on. Force yourself. Our lives may depend on what you can remember. What?
Just got a call. Eden and Cruz were in an accident. They're in the hospital. I'm going down there.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How do you feel?
I feel like I got knocked upside the head and gassed. How about you?
Well, a lot better than you.
Somebody told me that you went into that garage and got me out of there all by yourself. How did you manage that?
Well, I really had no choice. I had to.
Well, I owe you my life.
Well, then we're even.
If you don't mind me asking, what were you doing there in the first place, Eden? I mean, I thought after we talked at the beach that I wasn't...
I came to tell you something.
What?
I followed your advice. I went home and sat there in the big cold house and I looked into my future. I thought about you, about your warmth and tenderness, and your devotion, your passion for living.
All of a sudden, I couldn't think of one reason for why I was shutting all the goodness out of my life. I mean, I have these ideas about how the world should be and what I should look like in it. And when my ideas didn't conform, I mean, I couldn't accept it. I was willing to settle for being alone and unhappy because I couldn't accept that you love me the way I am. You have been so patient and understanding to hang in there with me the way you have.
I didn't have a choice.
You are more important to me than anything else. And once I realized that, I could let go of all the pain and the anger that I felt. And I just came to tell you that.
I see, so you had to bring me back to life just so you could get my attention.
It was worth it. You know, I thought about how ironic it was that I actually had to prove to myself that I wasn't weak and dependent.
Yeah, that is ironic. Because you have more courage than any 10 people I ever met. That's what got you down off of that mountain and back here. And that is why you will walk again. I've been thinking about this, you know. The reason Kane's therapy worked so well is because you wanted it to work. And you got back here, you had a little setback, and you lost a little confidence, maybe. But there is no substitute for your will, Eden. There can't be.
So it looks like we might be stuck with each other. Is that okay with you?
Grin and bear it.
When do we start?
How about tonight? I want you to come home with me when I get out of this joint.
Tell you, stop being a father. How about Cruz?
He's fine.
I just heard about what happened on the way down the car radio. Did you actually drag him out of that garage by yourself?
Yes, I did.
You are an amazing, extraordinary woman. I knew that before.
You know, Daddy, I've been wanting to tell you something. I want to apologize to you for all the hard times I've given you since I've been bad.
Stop. She didn't give me a hard time. The only time you ever gave me a hard time is when I thought we lost you. As long as you're in this world, I can handle anything.
Well, I intend to stick around for a long time.
Your mother told me that you're going to go back with Cruz. That makes me very happy. I hope you know that.
Yes, I do.
Your sister had an experience today. She was on the beach with Kane, and a sniper started taking pot shots at them.
What?
Nobody was hurt, but it was a terrifying experience. And Kane actually protected her with his life.
Well, where are they?
Well, they're home now, but Kelly's on her way down. When can you leave here?
The doctor said any time.
Well, as soon as Kelly gets here, we'll take you home, okay?
Well, actually, I think I'm going to go home with Cruz.
I assumed you were going to do that, but I thought you were going to wait until he gets on the street so he can take care of you properly. Now, that's very funny. After what you just accomplished. I don't know. He doesn't have to worry about you at all.
Well, I guess we're going to take care of each other for a while.
I tell you honestly, my darling daughter, it's going to be very difficult for me to lose you. I think I will be continually fighting my paternal instincts to take care of you. And it's going to be a losing battle.
Do you always take care of me, Daddy? Because you support me? Because you're always happy for me?
Yes, I know. I've already been told that Mr. Castillo's condition is stable, but I want to know more than that. That's why I called this floor directly. No, I'm not a relative, but I'm a very close friend, and I'm a business partner. Isn't that enough? I don't give a damn about your rules and regulations. I just want to know how he is. Forget it!
Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart, Mama, miss you so much. I got the message that you called here, that you had the baby. How did you find him?
Well, we figured that Paul would take Chip back to his office, and we were there waiting for him.
What do you expect me to do? Thank you. None of this would have happened if you had arrested him in the first place.
Victoria, look, I know you're very upset, but I don't think you know all the facts here. The truth is that Paul threatened to kill Keith if he didn't let him walk out of that office. But Keith wouldn't let him go. I mean, he was very brave. Paul could have hurt him. He attacked him. He tried to get the gun away from him.
I don't know whether or not I believe you.
Well, how else could Keith have gotten the baby away from that creep? Of course it's the truth.
Listen, the only thing that matters is you have your baby back. I think he has a great future in office.
Well, if what she said is true, I'm very grateful.
This is Capwell. If you'll just let us interview you...
All right.
Then we'll be able to clear out of here.
Fine.
I take back everything bad I ever said about you. I can't believe you were willing to go to jail.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions. I really wasn't going to do that, darling.
What do you mean?
It was the bluff. I mean, you know, if he hadn't gone for it, he would have gone free. Luckily, he has the brain of a gnat.
You're a genius.
Well, I got a reward.
Sure. What do you want?
You're bobbed. And a cute little teddy prancing around. How about it?
All right, let's go.
Now?
Why not?
No, I have to talk to the media now and tell them about slaying the dragon and freeing the young prince. You know? Publicity before pleasure, dear.
Well, Keys, after the lights and the cameras are turned off, I'll still be turned on.
Tell you, Cruz, the second I heard it was a woman's footprints in the sand, my mind went straight to Eleanor Norris.
You got any proof?
No, I don't.
Well, you know what they say, Pearl, about footprints in the sand.
Yeah, I've heard that one before, but you know, I have been suspicious about her for a long time, about this possible connection between her and Kane. And let us not forget about the phone call which she posed as Kane's doctor to try to find out what kind of medication the guy was on. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but she did have an explanation for that.
Then later on in the day, Kane almost mysteriously dies. We don't know why. Now somebody's taking pot shots at him out at the beach, right? And we think it's a woman, correct?
Kelly was with him at the time?
Yes, she was. Which brings up another point of curiosity. Kane's fate is always tied in with the Capwell family. Now, why is that? We know he's having trouble remembering things. What if what's hiding back there in his consciousness is something so big, it's ready to surface? And let's take it one step further. Where somebody knows that, wants to bump him off before he can say what it is. Which leads us right back to Eleanor.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to take her off the hook here, Pearl, believe me, because I've had my own suspicions about her ever since she showed up at my doorstep. It would be nice, though, if we had something more to go on than our curiosity. In case your theory's right, I think Kane should drop out of circulation for a little while, maybe. Hole up somewhere where he ain't putting other people's lives in danger all the time.
I'm so glad to see you happy again. I really am. It hurt me to see how much you needed him and not being able to go to him.
Well, I'd like to see somebody try to take him away from me now.
You think of anyone who'd try?
What?
Eden, we've never found out who attacked you in Utah or why. When Jeffrey and I were in the desert, we learned that the people who were holding Mason, they knew something about what happened to you.
The problem is we couldn't fit the pieces together. We didn't quite understand. But Kane seems to think that he knows something about the connection between you and him, all of us. He just can't remember.
So maybe it wasn't a coincidence that he found me in the snow?
I don't know what to think. I mean, he was convinced that the shooter was after him today. I thought it was me because of what happened in the desert. Maybe we're both targets. I don't know.
Hi, Evie.
Hi.
Listen, how are you?
How are you?
I'm okay. There's a funny-looking guy in there with a curl here and a big lump here who tells me that he wants to talk to you.
Well, I'd better go in there.
Okay.
Talk about this later?
Okay, give Cruz a hug, okay?
I will.
By you.
Do I get a hug? Oh!
Hi, honey.
Hey, you ready to go?
Yeah, I need to do a few errands on the way home. You can just drop me off.
Knock on your sweet life. We'll do the errands together, all right?
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Is something wrong?
Do you think that there could be some sort of conspiracy against the Capwell children?
I don't know.
You don't seem surprised by that idea.
Well, you're not the first person to bring it up. Pearl was just in here laying the groundwork.
Well, I guess there are a lot of coincidences. I mean, look what happened to me. I'm paralyzed after someone hits me on the head and throws me over a hill. And Kelly, she gets chased to the desert and somebody tried to hurt her today. Mason disappears. I mean...
Yeah, I know. We're trying to find out about this.
I can't understand who would do something like this. I mean, I know my father's made enemies in the past, but...
Baby, trust me. If there really is a conspiracy going on against your family, I will put a stop to it.
I do trust you. Guess I'm just a little frightened. My life is extra special to me.
Yeah, I think you and me have earned the right to have a little happiness for a change. I'm not going to let anything stop it. I promise you.
Hey, you found him. You harmed in any way?
Oh, no, he's sound asleep. The doctor says he's just...
Oh, come here, man, look. Oh, thank God. I got my daughter's back, got my grandson back. I'm a very happy man.
How's Cruz?
He's sorry I got the bit to get home. Eden's gonna go with him.
I'm glad.
Who found Chip?
Oh, Mrs. Capwell, you and your baby are on television. Quick. Oh, you missed it. Oh, what a shame.
Of course I was frightened. I mean, there was this dangerous criminal pointing a gun at us, threatening to kill us.
What the hell is she doing there?
Well, I might have if it was for brilliant courage of our district attorney, Keith Timmons. I mean, he was such an inspiration. There he stood, and he wasn't going to let this man tear this child away from his mother. No way he was going to let that happen. And every time I looked at that sweet little boy, I thought about my own son and how sacred the bond is between a mother and child, and how I wasn't going to let these people get away with breaking yet another mother's heart.
Gina and Keith, they rescued Chip? Only sacred bond she knows about has serial numbers on it, that miserable phony.
I guess this episode really hit home because I, too, am the victim of a child kidnapping of a sort. I mean, it was all done through legal means, but it has the same effect. My husband, one of the most prominent men in Santa Barbara, was able to do this to me. My ex-husband, Mr. Stephen
That's
Capwell.
lying. I'm going to sue her for slander.
Somehow through legal means, through his influential cronies, he was able to get a restraining order to stop me from ever seeing my son again. I just don't understand that people can get away with this. How they can use the law to serve their own malicious causes. How he can keep me from seeing my own son who's pining away because he loves his...
You don't have to break the set, Mr. Capwell.
Young lady, I have a strong aversion to be called a kidnapper in public.
Susie, please don't make any trouble for Gina and Keith.
Oh, Tori, you can't be serious
Look, I
now.
don't like her either, and Keith has always been despicable. But they found my baby. I owe them.
This is too much. Not only am I not supposed to go to the hospital, but now that Cruz is back in the scene, I have to go underground. Wait, see that insecure?
Oh, come on. You're no better than that. Somebody tried to kill you today. He's concerned for your safety.
What about Kelly's
So am I.
safety? She was there, too.
Kelly's taken care of. She has a bodyguard and her boyfriend, Jeffrey.
Well, maybe that's what I need. I just need to hire a bodyguard.
I don't think so. I think you need to buy a couple of good books and take a little vacation.
I'll take my chances.
Listen, if you're not concerned for yourself, at least be concerned for Eden.
She doesn't need anything from me.
That's where you're wrong. She needs you to remember what you got locked up in that head of yours. All of us do. You see, one of these days, it's going to unlock itself. We just want you to be around, to be alive, to be able to talk about it when that day comes. If you need any more arguments, just remember it was Eden who let you into her home so you could convalesce when she could have easily arrested you for assault and abduction.
Are you telling me Eden wants me to go away?
She wants you to be safe. She wants you to regain your memory.
All right, when do we go?
Sooner the better. We can collect your things later on. Come on. Okay? Coming? Huh?
Hey, you feeling better now?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Are you still thinking about what happened on the beach, huh?
No. Something a lot more pleasant than that, actually. Eden's face.
That's a lovely thought. What about it?
It's just changed. There's just a wonderful energy about it. It's back now.
Yeah, well, she's with the person she loves. I guess that makes all the difference.
We both almost lost everything we had tonight, Jeffrey.
It kind of makes you look at the world a little differently, doesn't it? I mean, everything that you thought and usually took for granted suddenly becomes very big, very clear. It's like every minute I'm with you. And if I'm not careful, I could just let it all slip by on some petty, trivial argument, and I could never get it back again.
You'll always have more of them, you know.
But you can never be sure of that. I mean, you never really know. You never really know how long you've got. And if you're smart, you don't waste any of it.
Isn't it sort of scary to live every moment thinking about what you're going to lose? I think it would make you feel safer to take things for granted, don't you?
Hey, you do, huh? You really do. Deep down, you want life to be safe, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe I just want to pretend that you and I and Eden and Cruz will always be the same.
Well, you know, there's a way around this dilemma.
Yeah?
I was thinking, see, perhaps two people in love, okay, they should just never leave each other's side. That way, they're always there for each other. Once something happens to one, it happens to the other.
You would hate going to the beauty parlor.
Try me.
No.
Come here. Hey, can you wait until we get home for the day?
Yeah, what we got?
Each other.
I feel kind of ashamed of myself. When I came to see you today, you forgave me without a second thought. I think I must be a very selfish person. I must be to do some of the things I do. I know I've hurt you in the past. I turned my back on you. I said things I didn't mean. I really hope there's some way I can make it up to you someday. You have always been there for me. And I hope you know how much I love and I appreciate you.
Well, tell you what.
someday, I will give you a real hard time about something. And then we'll be even. You know what I think? I think that we've been reasonably lucky. I mean, once in a while in this relationship, we have been on the same wavelength. But what's really remarkable about it is how well we have learned to roll with the punches. Because Lord knows there have been a lot of punches, ain't there? Yeah. So I'll tell you what. We'll forget all about that. And think about what's left over. From here on out, you are my old lady no matter what. Deal? Come on over here.
I'm Tom Brokaw. In today's complicated world, you need good reasons to make the best choice for the news you watch. At NBC Nightly News, we believe you should get the facts easily. We think you deserve to understand the day's events clearly. We have to earn your confidence by examining the issues fairly. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.